If you want to learn AI in 2026, this is the only video you need. Because today I am going to share the complete roadmap how you can become a very good at using AI in just 7 days. I'm teaching AI to like individuals, CEOs and to a lot of businesses. So I exactly know that how it works and I think it can help you a lot. And that's why I'm saying this is the last video you need to watch. After then you can become a very good at using AI in your daily life and in your workflows, in your work and everywhere you want to use AI. So without wasting your time, let's start. I have like written down the points here. So let's start with the day one. What you have to do on the day one to become very good at using AI in your daily life. The first day one, you have to set your foundations. What I mean by the foundation, like there are a lot of LLMs are available, like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, there are Claude, and there are a lot more, like DeepSeek from China. Now it's very important to understand why they are different, when you should use them, and when you should not use them, why they matter, why they are useful. Now I already created a video where I shared like top 10 AI tools where I explained like when you should use ChatGPT, when you should use Gemini, and when you should use Google, and when you should use Claude. Like for example, if you are creating an image, I think it's good idea to go with the Google Nano Banana instead of ChatGPT and Claude because Google model are very good when it comes to creating images and videos. So you have to understand that. Now I can't go in the like very depth of anything because I have to cover a lot of topic and it will be a very long video. But I already covered like most of the topic in the detail on this channel. Even if you don't find some topics on my channel or any other YouTube channel, you can directly go to the any LLMs. For example, let's go to the ChatGPT and I will ask when I should use Gemini instead of ChatGPT. It will give you the things to me, right? For example, it's giving you very honest answer to be honest. Whenever you are in Google Workspace, like you are using Google Docs, Gmail, when you need real-time search integration, Google is great because Google's also built the like world famous search engine Google Chrome. You have like all the list going here when you should use that, when you should not use it. And as I said, I created a lot of more videos on it. On the day one, we are understanding a lot of things like when you should use which model and when what are the foundation model. Like there are three main foundation models right now. One is like ChatGPT, Gemini, and the third one is like Claude. And you can consider DeepSeek if you want. So you have to understand like what are the difference, what they are doing, and who is doing what. It's very important. On the day one, you are doing this research to make sure you are literate about the models and the foundation models who are working there. So on the day one, you are educating yourself about the foundation model because it's very important on the all other 6 days. Okay, so now let's come to the day two. Understand, as a human, when we are communicating, we have to understand the language. Like if I am speaking in English and you are not able to understand what is the meaning of the communication. The same thing is with the machines also. AI is also have a language, right? It's called prompt engineering. You have to understand that. I already created a very detailed video where I'm explaining each and everything you have to learn about prompting. So learn from there and you have to be very clear about what you are asking. Like if I ask like any LLM, let's go to the any LLM Gemini and I will ask, I want to learn coding. I want to learn coding. What it means? It is not giving enough scenarios like who you are a student, working profession, how much time you can give, what your like a background, if you are from engineering background or not from engineering background. It's a bad prompt. How you can improve it? You can give a lot more details about it, right? And that's how you can like improve the prompting. There are a lot more technique I shared in my video. Please go and watch that video. It will be very helpful. So on the day two, we are very focused on the like understanding how prompting work, how AI understand our language, and what are the things we have to give, what are the contexts we have to provide. So the day two is all about learning prompting and practicing it and finding out when it's giving good result and when it's not giving the good result, right? Once the day two is completed, we will go to the day three. It's called context engineering. After learning about prompt engineering, you have to like understand that context is way more important than anything else in the when you are talking to AI. Like when you are like asking anything, write an email for me. If you ask separately from ChatGPT, Gemini, or any other tool, it will give you a very generic email. But if you are using a tool who are like having all the data about all the emails you have written in the past, it will perform better, right? So whenever you are asking to anything AI, whenever you are using any LLMs, like when I have to write the emails, I use Google Gemini extension in the email because it already have all the context. So you have to understand that you have to give the background, you have to goal, constraint, you have to give all the details which you know as a human. Because it's like you hired someone and on the day one you are saying, okay, you have to do this without giving any context. If the person don't know anything about your organization, they will do random things and you will not like it, right? So it's like a training a human. You have to train with enough context. You have to give all the things Like whenever you are starting with any model, it may be ChatGPT, it may be any other model, Claude or Gemini. The first thing you should do is tell everything about you, like what you do, what you are working on, what's your goal, what is your ambition. Then whenever you are talking about your ChatGPT, it will give you answer according to you. Like whenever I talk to my ChatGPT, it gives me the answer related to my field something. Why? Because they understand what I am doing in my life. Because I have given the enough context. So it's very important to give the context. Please understand how you can give as much as context as possible. It may be uploading your resume before applying job and writing cold emails and all the other stuff, right? The goal is to give a lot more details in the context part. On the day 4, you will be using AI as your coach. What I mean by AI as a coach, everything you are doing in your life, treat it as a 24 into 7 year mentor. Yes, ask anything and everything. Whatever you are doing in your life, if you are a student, ask about all the topics you are curious about. If you are working professional, give your task, ask how you can improve in them. Like whenever you are going to a school, colleges, you have a doubt. What do? You ask professors, you ask your teachers about their doubt. Do with the same with AI, because using AI as a coach play a very important role. And when you are using AI as a coach, it will help you a lot. It will give you the stuff which you don't even think of sometimes, because it's have a lot of knowledge, like infinite knowledge, right? Ask doubt immediately. You will implement like suggestion. Don't just read like whatever it's saying. Consider implementing that. See the impact, how it is really improving or not. Like whenever you can do the whatever your coach is saying, do that and understand that okay, if it's useful for you or not. So that data we will use on the day 5 a lot. I think a lot of people are using AI as a coach. And if you have done like these 3 steps, it will help you a lot even as a coach. You don't even have to go to the like day 5. It will be helping you a lot here also. But if you want to like advance yourself more, go to the day 5. On the day 5, you will be integrating in your workflow. Till now, you are using AI just as your coach. You are not asking AI to do anything. You are just getting the advice and doing it yourself. Now you will be using AI. Now you will be using AI to do the stuff. Like for example, till now you are just asking how I can improve the email. Now you will be asking, okay, write an email, which is like better than me. Till now you are just asking, okay, how I can improve my resume. Now you will be asking, create a resume, which is aligned to my skills, aligned to the job requirement. Right? Earlier you will be just asking, okay, how I can improve my code. Now you will be saying, improve this code and give to me. Now you are integrating in your workflow. Whatever you are doing, let AI to do their work. Right? Stop asking manually every time. Let AI to do the real work. Now you are just not using it as your coach, but now you are using it as a helper who is actually doing your stuffs. Right? It's not just giving you commands like do this, and do that. It's actually helping you out. This will be the day 5, and day 6 will be crazy than this, because on the day 5 we will be doing something very crazy. We will be automating all the steps and build system. What it mean? Till day 6, I hope you will understand okay where AI is actually helping you out and where AI is not helping you out. If you find out these areas, great. When you are like automating stuffs and using AI as your coach, you will understand a lot of things which come very handy in the automating part. Like there are few things which AI can do very great, right? Maybe writing your email draft. You don't want every time AI to ask, okay, write a draft for this email. You can automate that process. You can use some tool who automatically write a draft whenever a new email is coming there. You can define the rules. Okay, if email is coming from there, don't write draft. If email is coming from there, write a draft. You can automate that part. You are not automating the sending part, but you are automating that every time I don't have to ask that to create a draft. It will automatically create that draft. Maybe if you are a software engineer, whenever you push the code, you will automatically spin up the AI code reviewer in your GitHub, right? So every time you don't have to like specifically mention that okay, do the code review for me. So anything that you think that AI is doing great, automate that part and add a human check at the end before publishing, before like it's sending the email. It will very helpful. Like I am using a lot of automation like every day. I am using a lot of automations every day, and it's like saving a lot of my time. So that's why I recommend this is the like highest level. Now if you are like waiting for the day 7, I want to just say one thing, because we are human, we are very different. We are not able to follow like same thing which everyone is doing. It may be possible you have spent a lot more time in like prompting or making AI your coach or in like automation, because it may take a lot of time depending on the how much you are spending. If you are spending the whole day, you might complete this in 4 days. If you are spending 1 hour, it may like take longer time. And the same workflow I recommend to all the like businesses, individuals and founders who are consulting with me about learning AI, implementing AI in their daily life. I can bet if you will use this workflow, no one can stop you to become really good at using AI and automating a lot of steps in your life, automating a lot of steps in your life, I already created a lot of more videos related to AI, like prompting, top 10 AI tools you can use, and a lot more. You should check out them also on my channel. So subscribe this channel, and I will see you in the next AI video. Bye bye.